Good morning. This is Paul, and I'm at Ferris Provincial Park this morning, and I'd like to give you a tour of our campsite. Our campsite is number 94. Campsite number 94 is a partial shade site, as you can see, and it's reasonably level. We decided to set up the trailer across here because there's a road that runs along here. So this kind of gives us privacy of our campsite from people walking by. And the site is quite large, and again quite level. You could probably park a larger trailer here. Definitely park more than one vehicle on this site with the trailer. Picnic tables in the back, and as you can see, this is where we like to sit out and enjoy our evenings and mornings and afternoons with again, nice and private. Gives us a nice view of the woods from behind. There is some poison ivy on this site, so I wouldn't recommend wandering back into the woods. Fairly well isolated from your neighbors. I mean, we can kind of see our next door neighbor's trailer there, but it's pretty private. And the fire pit here is in the back corner of this this camping lot. So that's our campsite, and we'll say hi to Sally. Can we see her in the trailer?
Hi. Getting ready for our hiking trip.
Morning, Sally.
Morning.
Okay, so what are we doing this morning?
We're going on the difficult trail here. I believe it's 2.5 hours to hike. I forget the distance on the trail though, but...
Yeah, is there a name on the trail, or?
I can't remember. I'd have to look it up.
Alright, we'll find out when we get there. Now, Site 94 is a non-powered site, so there's no electricity here for your trailer or RV. However, because it's a partial shade site, it's perfect if you have a solar panel on the roof. You probably get a lot of charge in your batteries on this site. Okay, so we went out for a little walk here, and we decided that since our campsite is really close to this River Gorge trail, that we would take that first. So it's this is a signpost for it, and it's a yellow trail, so we will follow the yellow trail markers.
It's a moderate trail.
So tell us about it, Sally.
It's a moderate trail, and it's 3.5 kilometers in total.
Okay, so we'll start our day with that. Let's follow the yellow markers. So we should point out that there's no bicycles allowed on this trail, but that's okay. There is a trail for bicycles.
This will probably do maybe next, right?
Yeah.
Narrow too, right?
This looks like some sort of a nesting site for eagles or hawks or something. So there's our next yellow marker, showing that we're on the right path. Yeah. So there's our next trail marker. So here we can see that we're still on the right path here. And yeah, I think you're right. I think this is a fantastic campsite for people who like to hike.
Oh, for sure. Right?
Absolutely.
And bikes probably too.
But as I pointed out at the campsite, there is poison ivy around here, so we recommend wearing pants and long socks when you're hiking. Okay, and there's the next trail marker. And here at this part of the trail, we've come upon another one of these. They look like nesting platform. So this part of the trail got a little confusing at first because it looked like that the trail ended and it was pointing us in the other direction. But then when we walked around here a bit, we noticed that the trail does continue down this way. And that's our next trail marker right there.
So where does that go then? Probably the campsites, right?
I'm not really sure, but
Oh well.
that's definitely our trail marker right there. So, and it matches what we see on the map. All right, let's go. Okay, and that looks like the next trail marker.
This is a nice trail. I think I see water up ahead.
I think my favorite part of this trail are the smells.
Yeah.
It smells fantastic through here this time of year. This is the middle of August, so fall is just around the corner. And there's a lot of really nice musky smells as you walk through this forest, as the flowers and plants and trees are winding down at the end of their cycles, and they've cooked under the hot sun all summer.
And it's cooler.
It's just wonderful. Yeah.
Right.
And look, there's our next
We gotta go
marker.
right.
So we got to go right. So this trail seems to have a number of entrance points. So this looks like another one. So where we started was one, then there was another one. And then this looks like a third entry point to this trail. And the trail just runs through these points of access.
Fairly busy trail, eh?
Yeah, it's quite a few people on it this morning, and the bugs are not bad at all. In fact, I'd say they're non-existent.
Which is nice for a change.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear crickets. And a lot of people like to fish up here. Okay, so just to get an idea of what we've done, we started, I believe, somewhere around here, where it shows the swing set. And then we came down here, up here, through this parking lot, back here, and now we're here. So we're going to carry on down along here.
We're close to the bridge.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
And up ahead is our next trail marker. So there are opportunities here if you like to go canoeing, which I do. However, I did not bring my canoe because we're only here for a couple of days. Huh. This is interesting. I think either way you go will work.
This is nicer near the water, right?
I think
it's
so.
just the loop.
I think it just splits and then it rejoins
Actually,
down
go
here.
this way, because I don't want to go near the pool this
How
way.
about you go that way? I'll go this way
Okay.
and I'll meet you at the end.
All right.
Okay. Hey, over there.
Hey. This one seems more rugged.
Yeah.
Branches on the ground here. Oh yeah, just like a little loop.
Yeah. So a little point out there where you can look out to the water and
I'll look up.
hey there, stranger.
Okay.
Looks like our paths joined again. Well, this is interesting because it looks like, oh, this is a loop down here. So if you wanted to go down here, you could, and it would join back up out here. That's if you're walking the other way.
Oh, so you gotta go this way.
So, and then we can do that too if you want to go down loop around there, make it a little longer. Let's do it.
And what would it do? Bring us back here?
It'll bring us out here. Right over there.
And then we go this way.
And then we carry on this way.
So this is just a short little loop?
Just a little loop-de-loop.
Oh, okay.
Well, people walking the opposite way who get the opportunity to split up and meet again. Yeah. Just a little loop that takes you down by the water. We'll add it to our hike.
Oh, I might stop here. I think there's a bench here. There might be like a little
Right. What, these holes in the ground?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, it's just a place for people to stay.
Oh yeah, it's just a little place to rest.
You want a photo here?
Just a place to sit down and friends of Ferris. Just a place to sit down and enjoy the scenery. Okay, so you see, this comes back out onto this trail. If we were walking the other way down this trail, we would continue on the way we came. But our option up here is to
We're going this way now, right?
go this way now. Yeah. And there's our next marker. I should point out that for you canoers out there, there are big boats that come down this river that might upset your little canoe ride. So do be aware of that.
Okay, no, that's fine. Just maybe tell me if you want.
Another thing I'd like to point out is that on this trail, you get generally good cell phone reception. Don't we, Sally?
Yeah, at least I can hear her on the phone now.
There's our next marker.
Phone calls on the trail.
So there appears to be a fairly significant lift lock system through here, which would allow boats to pass from a higher point to a lower point in the water or vice versa. So that would explain the big boats coming through this way. Oh, stop. There's bunnies or something up here. Stop, you're gonna scare them away. What's that?
They're just birds.
Are those birds?
I think they're birds.
No, they're hens. Stop.
Are they?
They're chasing them away. I can zoom in on them. Oh yeah,
What?
they're birds.
That's what I told you. I have good vision. 20/20 vision.
They hopped along like they're bunnies. And here's another bench
Yeah.
if you want to sit down and relax.
I say keep going.
Yeah, there's the bridge. You can almost see it through the
Yeah.
through the bush. And you can hear the waterfall from here too.
Yeah.
So this looks like another entry point for this trail from over there, probably where you can park your car. And
I think there's like a shortened version of this.
oh no, okay. Yeah, so you can go this way or that way. Okay.
People that just get on the trail, I think.
Yeah.
We're taking the long trail.
We're taking the whole trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this part of the trail seems to tie into the bridge.
Is it though?
Well,
There's no arrow.
this bridge isn't part of the trail.
Oh, the trail's there,
trail will continue this way, but we're just
Oh.
going to do a little side tour here onto this suspension bridge. And this is actually a entry point to the park. So like people could come from town over this bridge to use the park because what's the name of this town again?
Campbellford.
This is Campbellford. And so the residents of Campbellford or visitors to Campbellford can just walk over this bridge and right into the park. It looks like they're doing a lot of construction here.
Yeah. Wow, eh? Maybe we can walk.
just to the middle. I just want to point out that this is where we were walking along the trail here, all along this river here. And I don't think we saw too much of the water because, yeah. So that. What's that?
When you look at the wall, right?
You want to head back?
Yeah, and then we're just going to look down the other way first. And there's the waterfalls way up there.
It makes you feel, yeah, like it's kind of dizzy, eh, when you're standing on it.
So it'd be pretty safe canoeing at this part, I think, but there would be currents.
Yeah.
And
They don't really recommend.
again, big boats. Yeah, that's our view from the bridge. Okay, carry on.
You don't want to cross the bridge now? We'll just go
Nah,
on the trail.
we'll just to highlight some of the trees we get to see along this trail. This one's called a trembling aspen. I would have mistaken that for a birch tree. And then over here, this is a red cedar. I know that. And here's another red cedar over here. And then we have a white cedar. These are some of the trees we get to see on this trail. Or at least this part of the trail.
This is a Trans-Canada Trail, eh?
Is that what they call it? Oh yeah. This is a Trans-Canada Trail. So this is a Shinquatin oak. A few individuals of the southern tree are found along the Trent River. Solly's climbing a mountain here. Okay, we're standing at the bit of a lookout here for the waterfall.
Happy wife, happy life. Written on the lock. I don't know what that says. Now he's got it right.
Think somebody's trying to start a trend?
Yeah, I think so.
By putting locks on this. Or they call them locks of love. We saw that down in Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah,
that big heart
We did, yeah.
full of padlocks.
Yeah, this is neat, eh?
Yeah, this is really nice. And we know we're on the right trail. Because right over here is our marker. Let's go. So here's another bench along this trail. This particular one, it's in memory of Jim Trotter. Apparently he was a Campbellford and District Horticultural Society, oh no, maybe he's part of the Campbellford and District Horticultural Society? That's what I would think. So we come out to a nice open area, and looks like another access point to this trail. Just a open field with a water tap in the middle of it.
People that are picnicking for the day, right?
I bet you this is for the day users.
Yeah.
People who come here for the day would come down here and have family picnics and whatnot. I bet you we carry on down here. I think there's a path down to the riverbed with an ominous warning sign here telling us to not enter the riverbed itself. The dam may open at any time. Well, we won't be going on the riverbed today because obviously the dam must be open. There's a lot of water flowing over there right now. Let's go down and have a look. There's a nice lookout there. We go up here. There's the bridge that we were on. And then we also saw this waterfall from a trail up along there.
It's nice here, right?
Yeah. I guess a person could go down there.
Yeah, they have a stairs going down there.
Looks like there are stairs going down there, but we're not too interested in that today. We want to do this trail. Okay, so right now we're at the other end of the park boundary. We'll look at our map here. We started here and we came down trail here out to here. We came back along here, and then we came up here to the bridge, had a little visit there. We did like a little bit of a loop down here, come along here, and then down here, down by Rainy Falls, and then I guess we're actually on the Rainy Falls, or the Ranny Falls Trail, is where we actually are now. And we're up here by the gate, and this is just a path to Saskatoon Avenue. We're just gonna have a quick run up there, see what we can see, and then we're gonna come back and finish this loop here and through the parking lot. This is the parking lot that'll get us onto the Drumlin trail system that we'll probably do tomorrow. But we're just gonna come out through here and then work our way back along this trail, and then it'll split off, and then hopefully we'll find our way back to where we started and complete this loop. Okay, so I think we come to the end of this trail at Saskatoon Avenue. There's an interesting sign here, getting through Campbellford. That shows to Warkworth, Hastings, Trent River.
Nick's favorite store, Canadian Tire.
It looks like they're telling you got to come down here, across there, down here, and we are probably here. And this shows you coming down through Ferris Provincial Park to Burnabrae Road. This is courtesy Percy Boom River Rats. That's kind of neat. All right, now let's go back. So we're going to head back to our campsite. We came in along this trail here, and so now leaving, we're going to come along this trail here. So we'll be more inland. Oh, here's some more trees here with signs. This is another red cedar. This one here is a hop hornbeam. That's what they call that one. And that's what these on this hop hornbeam tree are. And there's one of my favorites right there. White ash. One of the first trees to recolonize old farmland. Its leaves turn a unique shade of purple bronze in the fall. That's why I like these guys. And this one here is quite big.
Which way do we go?
So we'll go this way. So I said they have this station here along the trail where if you have a refillable water bottle, you can refill your water as you walk this trail. And I think this part of the trail you could ride your bike on. I think
This one might be the Drumlin, outside Drumlin Trail.
yeah, I think all these trails kind of interconnect.
Actually, you want to do that next? This
Go for
afternoon?
yeah, we'll go for a little bike ride around the park.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I think we'll do that next.
Okay, so this is kind of where all the trails intersect here in this one parking lot. The Drumlin trail system is one we'll do tomorrow. We were on the River Gorge trail and the Ranny Falls trail. Came along those two to come up here and back on. See, so we came out of there. Tomorrow we're going to do the Drumlin trail, which
It's a difficult trail.
is a difficult trail, and that
It's supposed
sign's
to
over
be
there.
2.5 hour trail, I think.
Yeah, but for now I think we're just going to go right through this parking lot and on the trail back to our campsite. Okay, so apparently they've built some of these artificial hollow tree structures for the chimney swift. I guess it's experienced a rapid decline in numbers in the last decade, and because they lack nesting locations, and I guess in November 2009 they decided to erect these to help their population come back. So that's interesting. Alright, let's carry on.
It's a neat picture.
Yeah. So here's a cluster of feathers of what used to be a bird, I guess. And nature eats nature. So apparently our trail marker is over there. And somehow we got onto this side trail that runs along this trail. But I think this side trail is a lot more interesting. Here we are coming back, meeting up with this trail with the yellow markers that we seem to stray from, and it shows that we got to go this way, which I guess takes us along this road for a short ways. So
There's a trail here.
that's what it shows.
We'll go through here.
I guess we don't go along this road. Yeah, we just go along this
Well,
trail.
next time we'll go that way, right? Because it's more paved.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a trail that we
You should have went on.
could have went on, but I think the other one was a little more interesting. Oh yeah, here we go.
And now where do we go?
So it seems to have come out into this trail,
Wait, that's that
or into
wall.
this road.
So we gotta go this way, right?
Yeah, I think our next yellow marker is right here on that tree there. So there's one of the famous attractions to this park, besides the bridge, is this wall made out of stone. That apparently was built from stones that were pulled out of the ground in this area from the early settlers. Okay, so we're back to where we started, and according to my app, Gaia app, we walked 5.1 kilometers in 1 hour and 52 minutes. Looks like an hour and 53 minutes. And I'm going to put this track online and put a link in this video later if anyone else is interested in walking the same path as we did today. Alright, let's go back to camp. So as you can see with the midday sun on this site, we're getting a full charge, and it is a little hazy out right now, but there's still plenty of sunshine. It looks like we can charge up everything today. Good morning. Today we're going to do the Drumlin trail system. It's a series of 3 interlocking loops ranging in length from 1.8 to 4 kilometers. And it will take us through a mixture of mixed forest, small wetlands, and long seasonal creeks that have developed along on the 2 elongate hills. The hills are the Drumlins, which were formed thousands of years ago by glaciers, and were largely left as woodlots by the European settlers that worked the land before it became a park. And so we're going to try and get all 3 trails here. This sign was funded by Health for Life, Take Action for Healthy Living, which of course we promote. And this trail does allow bicycles. Although we're hiking it today, we did bring our bikes, but if you decide you want to bike it, you could. So let's go. So here we're at our first fork in the trail. And this looks like a really well marked trail, so obviously we're here, and we can go up this way, or we can go up that way. It's up to us, and I think that we're going to go the long way, right? Which is this way. After
This
you.
way? Okay.
Yeah. So we've reached another fork in the trail. The path splits off to the left and off to the right. Fortunately, we have this handy dandy map here. You are here, so we came up along here, and there's a gray path. It's not blue, so that goes down that way. So according to this map, we come around this corner and we carry on up there. So on we go. Okay, so we come up to another fork in the trail. And again, this is a well-posted trail. We're here. We can stay on the blue trail or go on the white trail. I just need to point out that at this point, if you choose to continue on the blue trail, at this point no bikes are allowed in this section. But they are allowed if you continue in this direction. So just thought I'd point that out. We're doing a little bit more of a challenging loop this morning, so we're going to continue on the white. We come up to the red trail now. All right. Yeah.
Right? I don't think
You need a mountain bike. So here the trail splits off into a white and a red loop. So let's have a look at our map. We're here. And we can either go this way for a shorter walk. We're going to go this way. We're going to go a little bit longer today. And again, bicycles are permitted. Bicycles are not permitted on the white loop down here. That's interesting. So that's walking only. But if you want to continue going this way, bicycles will be allowed. Alright. Watch your step.
it'd be pretty tricky to bike there though.
That'd be fun. Here we've come up across our first rest point. A little bench, friends of Ferris. Let's have a seat and have a drink of water. Rehydrate. And look at this lovely view before us. Okay, so a bit of a fork in the path here. It looks as though the path goes off this way a little ways, but our markers are telling us to go this way. There's a marker there. There's the other one there. So we come up to another bit of a fork in the path here. Not sure where that goes, but our trail markers are telling us to go this way. Hey, it looks like at this point of the trail, we're coming out of the woods, kind of into an open area. I can see the highway up ahead, yeah. So this must be right at the boundary of the park limits where this trail goes to. Yeah. Then we have a, looks like a butterfly, could be a moth.
just swooped out.
This time of year, in these meadows, you see the milkweeds out, and the goldenrod. These are sure signs that summer's winding down to an end and fall is just around the corner. My favorite season. We come to another fork in the trail. It looks like the Trans-Canada Trail might carry on this way, but our red markers show us that the trail goes this way, so we'll carry on. Yeah, now it looks like this part of the trail is taking us back into the forest. Perfect timing because it's starting to get warm out here in the sun.
It is, yeah.
Ah yes, the nice cool refuge of the forest. I love these smells. Nice musky forest smell. And nice and cool and refreshing. And the bugs really aren't too bad. Look who we've encountered on this trail. Mr. Snake.
Let's go, Paul.
Where are you going? You're watching us, we're watching you. Lots of wildlife to see here. Hey there, Mr. Snake. So
Hey, watch the rock.
right now Sally's a little scared.
I'm not scared.
She heard something up in there. And she says, oh my God, what was that? And I think it was some big birds.
I told you I could hear something a
Flapping the
mile
wings.
away, like grrr.
You hear a growl too?
Well, I could hear something.
Huh.
I thought I heard a growl.
I didn't hear a growl. I heard, there it
What
is.
was that?
It's birds. Did you hear it?
No, I heard something besides that. It wasn't that, it was something else.
I think different species of birds like to nest in along here. Hear them? Birds, stop freaking Sally out. Oh wow, there's another one of those walls
Where?
right here to our right.
Yeah, I can remember this part. I know what you call.
We're back out into another opening here. Okay, so we come up to another fork in the path, and I'm going to see if there's a trail map up here by this bench.
There's a sign, like a blue sign there.
Okay, I just want to see. Oh, this is just a rest area here.
Yeah, we can keep going.
Okay, so this is the second rest area that we've seen on this trail. And it's around on the other side. Pretty much opposite where we saw the first one. So there are opportunities to stop and rest and rehydrate
A lot of trails don't have that, eh?
and take in the view. So it looks like we carry on down here and back into the forest. Okay, so it looks like we come to where the red trail stops and we join onto the white trail. This is the other side where I showed you before where there's no bikes allowed, where these cross Obviously, if you stay on the outer trail, bikes are permitted. I don't feel like crossing back over. We're just going to carry on down this trail. So I think a lot of people do like to hike these trails in these provincial parks as a way to stay healthy and lose weight and reconnect with nature. And some of these hills are a little challenging. You can get a little winded going up some of them. But it's worth it, I think, to get to see the different changes in scenery and the smells and the sounds.
This looks like the same.
Yeah, that's another one of those nests. So, just want to point out that we do get good cell phone reception out here on this trail.
Probably like 2 o'clock.
And we're at a fork in the trail. We can see the roads down there. We happen across one of these again. So now we're over here. We started there. So we're just going to turn down this way, join back onto the blue loop, and then come back to where we started.
Yeah, maybe probably like when we're,
So that's down here.
maybe after
And
we're packed up and driving home or whatever.
bicycles are allowed on this section of the trail.
Okay.
Okay, so Sally's really freaked out now
Let's go.
because of these birds that are taking off all around us.
You go ahead of me.
Okay. Maybe we'll catch one on the camera. I'll just leave it rolling. Scared the poop out of you, didn't it? You think it was a bear?
Do you think we scared him and then
Yeah, we scared him. He's like, I'm getting the heck out of here.
that scared me though more than it scared him?
I don't know. That was pretty funny. Did he growl at you?
Or do you want me to go ahead of you?
It's up to you if you want.
I'll go to this. Tell me if you see anything like up ahead.
They're pretty well camouflaged, so.
Yeah, I didn't even see him. Maybe if we talk, we won't scare them, right, as much?
I don't know. Okay, so here's where the trails. What's that?
What?
Thought I heard something.
Hey, where do we go? We're going to blue now, right?
Yeah,
So
so
they loop down now, so we're getting back to the end.
yeah, so if we look at this map here, we're now here. This is where our white trail joins onto the blue trail. We could have gone this way and joined onto the blue trail. Like we could have gone back and then down and then around. But we changed our minds. So we just stuck to this trail here. So we went to that lookout where we saw that bench. Come around here, down here, and now we're here. Now we're just going to go back.
That was a good.
And hopefully we'll scare up some more fowl.
So this way, right?
Yeah. And it shows that bicycles are allowed on this section of the trail. And let's see what else we can scare up.
I think you should go first.
Okay,
I hear something.
I'll go first. So, overall, the trail we were on yesterday, I think was a little more scenic, taking us along the water and whatnot, and it was an easier trail. This trail's a little more rugged, and it's more, spend more time in the woods, but you do see more natural wildlife through here. I'd say overall, do one trail then do the other, and then kind of decide for yourself, and watch your step. So we came along this trail and we found another sign screwed to a tree. I guess this tree is called a blue beech, also known as ironwood. Its smooth fluted trunk resembles a strong man's arm and gives it its alternate name of musclewood. Eh? Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Here's another tree with a sign screwed to it. It's called a bitternut hickory. Fairly uncommon this far north. It's a relative of the pecan, and it has incredible nuts. So, just like me. I guess I would explain why we see so many squirrels all through here. Oh, and here's another one. This is a red oak. Known for its durable wood, this tree is usually found growing in drier areas of the park. There it is. Alright. One of my personal favorite trees, the sugar maple. A common forest tree, it was often left standing by early settlers as a source of spring sap for sugar production. That's our sugar maple. And it looks like we're looping back to the beginning. Yeah, it didn't take us long at all. So there are red squirrels here at this provincial park, and if you want to hear them sing and chatter, just play some red squirrel sounds. There's my phone. We'll see if he sings back. Up there he is. He's right up this tree here. He's calling back. There he is, running up to that tree. You have lots of fun here playing with these red squirrels. Yes, there he is. He's looking at me. He's looking right back at me. There he is. Maybe. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? There he is. Nice close up of that red squirrel. Let's see if we can get him singing again. I'll play that sound. There he goes. There he goes. Coming to check it out, aren't you, little fella? I making that noise? Am I a big red squirrel? He's come pretty close. He's hiding on the other side of that tree. Wanna come say hello? That was pretty cool. So now we're at the end of our trip here at Ferris Provincial Park, and overall we think this is a pretty decent park for a weekend getaway. I wouldn't recommend it for the long term, would you guys?
Oh, no, it's okay if you like hiking.
Yeah, but even then you can do the hiking trails here all within a weekend, I think. You know, for people who like to fish, or if you want to spend time in Campbellford while you're here, then that would certainly be things to consider if you plan on staying here for a longer term. But for us, how many stars would you give it out of 5?
4.
4, even though it's only got 1 shower? I give it 3, but
3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
3.5? I still give it 3. And but that's our trip. Thanks for watching.